Hello YouTube, this is Dredcor again, and today I'm playing a wonderful game by the name of Path of Exile. It's an indie game made by a company called Grinding Gear Games. It's free to play, so all of you can go to pathofexile.com and play it. It is in beta at the moment. Um, But anyway, it as most in free-to-play games are, it's online only, and it has a business model. I'll talk more about the business model later, but first let's get into the gameplay stuff. Okay, as you can see, I already have two characters right here. I've been playing a little bit, but let's create a new one for the purpose of this. I have a witch. I have had more than just these two, but I'm very indecisive about things, so I have deleted a lot of characters, at least 10. Um, anyway, let's make character. So there's the Templar. There is this wonderful, amazing dialogue in this. Story. It's fairly good also.
My devotion.
It's good.
To the land of the
But anyway, Templar is the
merely God's tools. He has given me this path to walk, so I shall muster my strength
is the
my power,
intelligence
and my faith.
and strength
It is my shield
character.
against the darkness to come.
Yeah, go away. Oh no.
I am a warrior.
No, go away.
I was born to
Templar.
I am a warrior. I was born to
Yes,
fight.
go back. Thank you. Templar is the intelligence and strength-based character. There are three different stats in this game: intelligence, strength, and dexterity. Templar is the intelligence and strength-based character. Here, the Shadow.
A simple
If you look
job,
at it.
I was told. Silence a big mouth, get a big payout, and no one was going to be the wiser.
No, go back. No, Marauder, I don't want you.
I was born to
Thank
fight.
you.
Raised.
Shadow, that one, is the intelligence and dexterity based class. Then any strength class is a melee class. I should say they're more fit to be a melee class. They are not necessarily a melee class. But I'll get more into that later. One thing at a time. Marauder is the purely strength-based class.
I was born to fight. Raised to defend my tribe.
The Ranger, dexterity-based class. I think you know right about what a Ranger is. Duelist is the strength and dexterity based class.
Such insults with an action simply because of his high birth.
And I don't want nope, don't want you there. And Witch is the purely intelligence based class. Caster, street caster.
Had they not taken my home with fire, I would not have taken their children.
Okay, you can go away. Okay. So these are the six. I can't count. It's 6. These are the 6 classes they have at the moment. Though class is a bit of a. It's not so much class as character. There are really only 3 differences between the characters. One of which I'll get into later when we're looking at the skill tree. But right now, it's just the dialogue and the character model, obviously, as you can see. The dialogue will differ for each of the characters. Most of the time is just your dialogue and what you say when you level off or when you kill a creature or whatever. But occasionally, the dialogue for NPC or quest giver will be different. But you guys will see that later. There are well, this was a fortunate time for me to get on. Normally there are only two leagues, two separate leagues are separate. I guess you could say servers, and I guess it's servers. But the player populations are separate from each other, each league. So they're basically servers. Default, just your basic, diary, spawn, etc. And just the normal. Hardcore, as you know, as it says right there, a character killed in the hardcore league is moved to the default league. So you don't lose your character when it dies. It's just move over to the default league. Which, so only the people who don't play the entire game not dying will end up with a high level hardcore character. And then this 3 hour party race. There's see, it's season 1 episode. I'm guessing that's episode 37. Event 37. That's it. There are special events you can do. It only lasts for, like, this one. It only lasts 3 hours. I'm not sure if they all last 3 hours or if they last varying amounts, but they last for a certain amount of time, and then your character will move into the parent league. In this case, the parent league is hardcore league. So there's 2 ways your character will leave that league. One is if it dies, and then it will go back. It'll go to the default league. Or 2, the event will end, and your character will be deposited in the hardcore league. But anyway, the events, if you attempt to level up and get as far in the game as possible, and you get extra points for doing certain things, going faster or killing more monsters. I think getting a higher level, varying things give you more points. And that at the very end of this season, at the end of events, I believe they give you rewards, but for the people who are highest. But also at the end of the season, there are bigger rewards for the people who have the highest score across the entire season. I haven't actually played any of those yet. More of a casual player of all games. So, let's get into this now. Then, I already have a Templar. I already have a Witch. Let's show you. Okay, sorry. Oh, didn't plan this out very well. What is the best way to show you a good example of the way the tree works? Okay, I think a good way to show you the way the tree works would be probably Shadow. So let's create a Shadow.
A simple job, I was told.
Let's name it.
Silence a big mouth, get a big payout.
Did I already have one named
No
Dredcor?
one was going to be the wiser.
Oh, let's see.
Tidy, except for one loose end. Me. I would
I
have
didn't
kept my
have one?
mouth shut. Professional integrity.
Professional integrity. You start a bench. Beaches work. Raw games.
Nothing
get
like a
up.
brisk dip to start the day.
Let's grab that
No,
glass
our own guards
shank.
are semi.
See it. Potions. I have changed the hotkeys. Usually that's Kurt. And then middle mouse, left mouse, and right mouse. If I change it QWEAS, is I don't like moving my fingers all the way over to the T and R keys and stuff. For just use these keys. Since they're normally over there anyway. So let's just talk to this guy. He has a quest, obviously.
They dumped 24 of us exiles.
Let's just skip that. I'm just showing you the gameplay and the varying aspects of it, not the story, though, really. So so for the most part, I'll skip the dialogue, unless I want to listen to it for some reason. Most of the time, I'll be skipping dialogue. If you play the game, then you'll have a nice surprise on your hands from the dialogue. So here, our first skill gem. Now the way the skill gems work, these are your active skills. Everything from the skill tree, they're all passives. Every single one of them. Skill gems are your active skills. They will appear down here as you can rebind any skills down here. So but this is a green gem. That means it's mainly dexterity based. That's his main stat you need for it. And you will the starting weapon has one of each slot. Color slot, thankfully. So I'll just toss that green gem in the green gem slot, and we'll be on our way. The areas are randomly created. So that's I prefer that. It makes it so that you're not just going through the same places over and over again. It's different each time. Rare and uncommon mobs will so I just used my one of my potions there. But rare and uncommon and rare mobs are randomized, and will appear later. You'll see some of them later in the game. But unique mobs are always the same, and they'll always be in a zone. Always. So let's just kill that guy. Oh, ow. Got hit by him. Take him out. Might as well grab that shield. We have nothing in our other hand at the moment anyway. It is a bit of advice here for you. At the start of the game, you want to pick up all this loot. See this scepter I still left over here. You'd want to pick that up if you were just starting. I've been playing for a while, so I have a significant amount of items in my stash that are just sitting there because I have nothing to do with them right now. So and the items, these white and gray the white items, normal items, just they don't sell for enough to be worth the inventory space they take up. So I leave them. You probably want to take them at the start of the game so you can sell them and get these scrolls of wisdom, which let you identify magic, rare, and unique items. There is no like gold or anything in this game. You sell them for barter system, I guess you'd say. You sell them for grab those because I don't have any boots yet. You sell items for most normal items sell for scrolls of wisdom, or we'll talk about that when we get to the store. That way I have something to show you. I'm talking about it. But right now we'll just go through here. The mana, skill takes up mana, obviously. I guess I'll grab that one with the green item slot just in case we get another skill right here. It is a good idea to explore the entire area for experience and for any loot. Killing everything is nice. It's just, that was a crit there if you saw the extra bloody stab. And I like dual wielding more than I like shields, so I will take that off. Any class can use any weapon as long as they have the stats for it. Any character in that class. I'm used to the normal class system. Anyway, let's come down here. Shoot. That's over here. Ooh, crude bow. And this is where we're gonna start. I'm going to make this character be I'm gonna make this character ranged bow bow character. So we'll just put that in, and we'll go shoot some stuff with our bow. And where are all the undead? All the zombies and creatures are not here. They're there. Just, nope. Die. Okay. There. Ravenous Slate. Up there are all the zombies. Shoot that guy. Nope, come on. Oh, okay. Shoot those guys over there. They're sitting there. Shoot. Oh, level up. Okay, let's kill these guys, and then I can show you the skill tree and exactly how it works. Okay, we don't have vest yet, so grab that. Might as well. Okay. See, and it has a plus and symbol, and it has a little 1 to tell you have 1 skill point to use. So click. Now, see, you can right here. 1 minute. I'm gonna move away from here so nothing attacks me while we're taking care of this. Okay, as you can see here, it shows your stats. It shows my intellect. It tells me that 2 intellect gives me 1 mana, and 5 intellect gives me an additional 1% of my energy shield. The strength, 2 strength gives me 1 life, 5 strength gives me 1%, an additional 1% melee physical damage. And dexterity, I couldn't think. 1 dexterity gives me 2 accuracy, and 5 dexterity gives me an additional 1% evasion. Because I started as the shadow, I started with 22 intellect and 22 dexterity and 14 strength. But if I started as a different class, if I started, let's say, witch, I would have started with 30 intellect, 14 strength, and 14 dexterity. If I started as Templar, I would have 22 intellect, 22 strength, and 14 dexterity. Sorry. Marauder starts with 30 strength and 14 intellect and 14 dexterity. As you can see, it's a very large and complex skill tree, but it really isn't anywhere as complicated as it looks. Let's start off first of all, saying that here, as you can see, is where the shadow starts on the skill tree. This is where the witch starts. This is where the Templar starts. This is where the Marauder starts. This is where the duelist starts, and this is where the Ranger starts. As I was saying, the third difference between the different characters, or I guess it would be the third and the fourth, their starting stats, and their starting position on this tree. Now, as any class, as any character, you can go anywhere on the skill tree. You can do anything. There are no restrictions. You can get any node on the skill tree. It's just a matter of convenience and accessibility. You know, if you're the Marauder and you want this node over here, that gives plus 30 agility, dexterity. I don't know why you would want that. If you might want Ghost Reaver instead. Life Leech applies the energy shield instead of life. I'll tell you about that energy shield later. That would take a lot longer to get than if you were a Shadow and you wanted to get Ghost Reaver. That's the biggest thing. This middle one doesn't block anyone. It's just gets there for decoration. But this is the skill tree. And we will start off with attack speed increase. 6% increase attack speed. Apply points, and we're all good. You can control click that instead, so to just skip by clicking the apply points. You still have to click an extra button, but you know. Okay, let's go. In case you're wondering, this skill, Double Strike, is a melee attack. See, attack, melee, it's categorized. So I can't use that with my bow. Also, I don't have a green slot, so just shoot that. And you see, I miss occasionally. I need to increase accuracy to hit more often, which dexterity and some items go. Just shoot this guy, face. Shoot him. Shoot that guy. Oh, got both of them. Shoot. Hopefully we can show you an uncommon item before the starting area, and not really a starting area, more like the first zone. It's just the first zone where you happen to start. Let's move down here, and a bunch of undead. Bunch of zombies. Let's take these guys out. I should probably drop this and this. Let's take these guys out. Not sure why I could hit those guys on the other side of the wall. But I'm not questioning it. You know, every game has slight bugs. If you experience any, report them to, I'm not sure if there's a report bug button. I think you just have to, like, contact them from their website. Which, again, pathofexile.com. That is just open close map. I can also tab for it. You can manipulate it with arrow keys. There's a setting in the options that when you press tab again, instead of closing it back into the mini map, and zooms back over to you, which I have set, as you can see. And then you click it in and it goes back there. then inventory, character panel, which you can also open and see. These are all the stats. Along here, your other skills will come, and you can look at their DPS and stuff for those skills. Misc, I don't have any Misc, anything in the Misc panel yet. Charges, which you might see later, depends on how I build this character. But if you don't, I'll try to show you them on a different character. And defense. Skill tree. World panel shows you your map, legend, the various acts. There are 3 acts currently. They're working on the 4th. I don't know how many there are going to be total. I don't believe they've said. Social panel. I have 2 friends. I like pie. I do like pie. Create party. And these are all the public parties. You can go into your advertising. And this button right here, microtransaction stash. This is where all of your the stuff you buy, all the various items you buy will from the microtransaction go in here. I might show you the online shop later, but not right now because that opens the web browser. That minimizes the game. So, but mostly, I'm fairly sure it's just cosmetic changes. You can buy custom graphics and textures, special effects for, like, you can put a special effect on a weapon that makes it sparkle and stuff. Can change the visual effects of skills. Like there's a new skill that came out called Incinerate, and it's all dispel and flames everywhere. And there's a cosmetic item you can buy that changes the flames to ghostly blue flame. I would show you that if I had the money. I don't. Superior crude bow. Higher weapon quality. You can increase weapon quality with items, which I'll show you once I get to the town, because I have them in my stash. But quality increases physical damage. That's pretty much all it does on weapons. On potions, it increases the amount recovered. On armor, it increases the... there's Hillock, our first unique mob. Kill Hillock. Increases armor or evasion or energy shield or... yeah. So let's come around here and let's just take care of Hillock slowly. Hillock has many arrows in him, but I believe they are all mine. Don't think he had any arrows in him previously. He might have though. No, it looks like he does. Wow, he has a lot of arrows on his hand now. See? Gosh, he's a pincushion, isn't he? Nope, nope, nope. I don't like being killed. Not being killed is preferable. Nope. And he's dead. Let's see. Driftwood Wand. Driftwood Club. Rusted Cask, and wool shoes. Neither are optimal choices for me for this character, but they'll do currently. So let's identify them, shall we? Just so you can see. Normally, I would not suggest identifying a piece of armor or a weapon or an item in general, unless you plan on using it, because they will almost never sell for as much as they almost never sell for as much as a scroll wisdom. So it's yeah. Anyway, the point is they sell for the same amount whether you identify them or not. So you might as well not identify them if you're not going to use them. That's the point here. 13% increased armor plus 7% to cold resistance, which decreases the amount of cold damage you take if you couldn't guess, and increased block and stun recovery. We'll put that on because we have no other item to go in our head slot. And I guess we'll identify this. Now I can show you energy shield. That has 12% increased energy shield, but 12% of 4 is less than 1, so it didn't increase. And 4% increased quantity of items found. Now quantity, that just means I found 4% more, not 4% better, sadly. So I'll put that in the shoe slot because I would rather have those than armor, boots, things. Oh, we did forget to put that bow on. Okay, there. Okay, now it's heading it down. Town is its own instance, and you do see other players in town, as you can see right here. Mugene's, whatever name. Here's the stash right here. Here's the waypoint. NPC notice board. It basically just opens up the social panel. So it's yeah. And over here there's nothing. Just cosmetics, scenery. Let's move down here. Before we turn in the quests and look at the shops, let's go to stash so I can show you. See, not nearly as large a stash as some other players. Yeah. Oh yes. You can also buy You can buy extra tabs for your stash from the microtransaction shop. That is another thing you can do. So I'm just going to toss that scroll of wisdom in there because I don't like to take scrolls of wisdom with me because they take up inventory space. Now, I have, as you can see, I have a very large collection of these are rare. Very large collection of skill gems. Fairly large collection of skill gems. What we need is one split arrow. That's a good one. See that. Double strike, not useful. Double strike, fire trap. Dual strike, detonate dead. Double strike, double strike. Double strike, dual strike, double strike. Okay. See, as you can see, dual strike is a melee. Detonate dead is a spell. Which means it doesn't need to be used with a weapon. It's separate. It has a cast speed. It's spell. Yes, it has a quality. Quality of gems. It will add a specific bonus to it. Like detonate dead plus 10% quality increases. Gives it 30% increased cast speed. If it had a higher quality, it would the increased cast speed bonus would go up. Cast speed bonus would go up. These are red gems, which are strength-based gems, and blue gems, which are intellect-based gems, and are mostly spells. Red ones are mostly melee. Blue are mostly spells, and green they kind of all about everywhere. There's spells. There are spells. There are melees, and there are ranged. Not sure if it's actually possible to see. Bow, just bow skill. Bow skill. Okay. So we'll take a look at that more. Oh yes, I do have 2 unique items which I have kept. See, it's a silver branch, which is a crude bow. and Gold Rim, which is a battered cap. They are both amazing items. Unique items are are always much better than any other version of them. They are amazing. So I will put this in here, and I might as well keep that and sell it because I'm already in town. Put that there, and I can sell that. So the graphics do change, as you can see. The graphics for the weapons themselves, for unique weapons, are not any different than regular items. Obviously, if you buy cosmetic changes from the microtransaction shop, then you're good. But all of these different items I have in here, obviously these are all scrolls of wisdom. I have a lot. Scrolls of portal. We'll create a portal back to town. That is actually a good thing to keep on us. And these various things mostly will change items, whether they be flasks or skill gems or weapons or whatever. But Orb of Regret will grant you a passive skill refund point, which will let you refund one of your skill points. If I used it, I'd be able to take back the point from attack speed and put it somewhere else. So now that we've done that, let's socket this gem real quick, and then we talk to Nessa.
I saw what you did to Hillock out there.
Just skip that.
Lionel's watch isn't much. But it's...
Okay, so now we got a new quest to find a medicine chest. I still have my own quest, which is you have to kill Hillock, enter town for your reward. Anyway, she is the one of the vendors in this town. You can sell to her, and as you can see, you get her items, and I'll show you what she's offering. Which they're straight values based on the item's rarity and quality and etc. So it's not like it's bartering. Anyway, she'll give me a scroll fragment, which 5 of them will make a scroll of wisdom, an alteration shard, which 20 of them will make an orb of alteration. So let's put these away. I have 4 of those now, and I have 15 of those now. Bestel.
A sudden.
Yep.
There's an island.
And now it's telling me that I have. Bestel has informed me that I have to go to Tidal Island to find the medicine chest. So he has given me information I need for this. And then finally, Tarkley, which I will skip that again. And he's going to give me a reward as a skill gem. Most rewards are skill gems. Occasionally, they will be items. But most times they're skill gems. The gems are sometimes they do give you a passive a skill point or a refund point, but most of the time it's skill gems. That is unfortunate. The realm is restarting in 15 minutes. That is good news. They are planning to deploy patch 0.10.3. Never mind, whatever. The new patch tomorrow. I guess I will make another video tomorrow to show you guys that patch. I'm just gonna unhide that. See Google chat, hide that, open trade chat, where they sell everything. What was that? Okay, so we got our quests, we got our items. Let's put the skill gem in the chest because we don't need it. We're not a caster. And get out of here. With these unique items, I will be able to slaughter most anything in my path. Okay, and someone in local chat said that. Okay. Shoot, say one hit kill. That one didn't die in one hit. Most of them die in one hit. Oh, I wish I'll split arrow. The one arrow splits into two arrows. Let's get that chain belt. A shabby jerkin. Why not? Lay that down on the ground and put on that. Energy shield. Yes. It's something. It's a shield. And you will not take all damage done to you will be done to the energy shield before it is dealt to your health. It recharges constantly, whereas your health does not unless you have an item or a passive skill that gives you health regeneration. Chaos damage, it's basically poison damage, will bypass your energy shield and be dealt directly to your health. So you want to make sure you have decent health all the time. There's also a skill, which I can show you right now. Not that one, right here. Chaos Inoculation. It makes you immune to chaos damage, but it also makes your maximum life 1. So you better have a lot of energy shield. And I did that up there. Kill her. But this game is it's a very good game. I would recommend playing it. I mean, it doesn't cost you anything. Might as well go and try out the beta, right? They are updating this fairly frequently. So some of this stuff I'm showing you now may not be the same in the future. But regardless, at this point, they'd have to do something fairly bad to screw up the game. It's a very good game. And there's a lot of bad stuff up there. Oh, there's a unique mob, Fire Fury. Let's just throw around some. Oh, let's get out of there. That hurt. Just throw around some split arrows. Maybe I can kill off all the people chasing me. Oh, level up.
How much this place wants me dead.
Oh, I will show you that in just a moment, what just happened. And I'm not shooting her because they are going around her. And I killed her. Spells cast will finish despite the caster being dead, so you might want to be careful of that. Now restarting in 10 minutes. Better hurry up and finish what I'm saying. Small mana flask, I will take that. Why not? Small life flask, don't really need it. Power amulet can always be used. Now here, I have leveled up, but also my skill gem has leveled up. As you play and gain experience, the gems you currently have equipped will also gain experience. When they gain enough experience, they have the option of being leveled up. You do have to meet the requirements of the next level. The requirement for the next level for this gem is just have to be level 2, which I am, so I can level up. So and let's see what changed about it. It only does two arrows. but now it has 9% increased physical damage. I should point out, the bow I currently have equipped does raise the level of bow gems in this item slot by 2. So I now fire 3 arrows. Normally, take it over here. I can fire 3 arrows either way. Okay, but before I could only fire 2. Never mind. I'm confused now. Ignore me. Don't ignore me. Ignore my previous statement about me firing 3 arrows. Never mind. Okay, so next let's take movement speed increase, I guess. After that we can get some projectile damage increase. Oop. Oh, yeah, I want to apply. Corpse can't be used. Share. Some barrels. Oh, I got a skill gem. Now that I can use it, it's a red one. I can use the red one, but I don't. It's a melee skill, so it's useless to me. Not actually useless because I can get a melee weapon and equip it, and I'd be fine. But I have a bow right now, so it's useless to me right now. Other than to use it from other characters. Might as well pick that up because I have another item slot. I have one item slot more than that, so shoot. Check around. No other items over here. Chest. Skull of Wisdom. Now we can identify this 19 extra charges and 23% additional elemental resistances during flask effect. I will accept that. Move that over there. Flasks do recharge. Potion flasks recharge as you kill things. Small life flask. I'll take that just because it's blue. 12 additional charges. There. Kill you. A little bit of lag there, but fine. Just kill that guy. And scroll this. You can, if you can effectively play this game with only your mouse, you could have to be fairly skilled at it because you really do need your potions a fair amount in later levels. I expect if you build your character with life regeneration and or mana regeneration in mind, you wouldn't really have to do that. But I mean, you could just bind everything to your mouse and then you're fine. Oh, a quiver. We have a quiver. As you can see, quiver just attaches itself in the other item slot and it adds additional damage to the weapon. So now we do fire damage with our bow. With our arrows, technically, but it's kind of different. So let's grab this. Nothing new there. Fire arrows for everyone. Oh yeah, I will show you. This is where it says damage effectiveness 80%. That means that it does about 80% of the damage to a single enemy that your normal attack does. So this attack does 100%. This is 100% damage. That is 80. Each arrow is 30% damage of the damage. Fires 3 arrows, main hand hit 2 to 3 fire damage and 4 to 16 physical damage, whereas the my default attack does 2 to 4 fire damage and 5 to 18 physical damage. Of course, if all 3 arrows hit, it's much more effective. But you know, against a single opponent, you'd be better off using your default attack rather than split arrow. Not getting many good drops for armor. And just a bunch of enemies, and I missed a bunch. There, death. And I again missed. Oh, I didn't guess it as much as I thought. Kill things. Dead things. I mean, it's fairly slowly at the moment. Shoot. Oh gosh. Oh, and nope. Shoot him. Okay. As you level up gems, they do increase mana cost. The mana cost does increase. So if you have low mana, you may want to wait to level up a skill gem sometimes. Oh! Ooh! Rusted Sword. I will identify that in just a moment. It's unique. Orange is unique. Rusted Sword. It's red beak. The Rusted Sword. It's 9 to 21 damage. Attack speed, attacks per second 1.43, and 18% increased accuracy rating. 100% increased damage when on low life. 50% increased physical damage. Adds 2 to 6 physical. Adds 2 to 6 physical damage. 10% increased attack speed. Plus 2 life gain for each enemy hit by your attacks, and plus 24 to maximum life. I think that would be a reasonable item to put into our second item slot, because if I need to use a melee weapon for whatever reason, might as well use this amazing weapon. I believe, yep, X is the item switch weapon sets by default. There. Later on, I'll have 2 bows I use instead of a bow and a physical melee weapon, but you know, use what you got. I do think I will end the video here for now. I'll be back later with more on Path of Exile beta. But they're gonna restart in 30 seconds, so I can't do any more right now. I will see all of you later. Goodbye.